From Karnataka, after the deadly stampede, the Karnataka cabinet has now decided that they will discuss new bills when it comes to crowd management and controlling fake news in the next meeting. The Karnataka cabinet is expected to discuss key bills, including the ones on crowd control and management, with provisions that will also provide for punishment, which can go up to 3 years of imprisonment. In its next meeting, what is being said as the bill gains significance in the wake of the recent tragedy, the stampede that happened in Bengaluru earlier this month that claimed the lives of 11 people, mostly youngsters. Also likely to discuss are the bills against misinformation on fake news, hate speeches and crimes. State Law and Parliamentary Affairs Minister has now said that after this cabinet meeting, 4 bills that were proposed. Let's get in a word from Neha now. Neha, 4 bills that were proposed, mainly as far as the government now seems to be coming into action as far as when it comes to the stampede that had been witnessed against fake news and misinformation and propaganda. It seems all of the actions that will be now initiated by the state government.
Well, that's right. Of course, several important bills now that were discussed in the cabinet meeting that was held yesterday by the Karnataka government. The first, of course, being the crowd control bill there. Why is this so essential? We've, of course, already seen the manner in which the stampede in Bengaluru, in fact, claimed 11 lives now. The government came under a lot of fire for the same, and now, as a response there, of course, we're seeing that a bill is being proposed to control the crowds. Essentially, what this bill aims to, of course, do now is target the event organizers and the event, of course, all of those responsible for hosting these events in a bid to ensure that, untoward incidents do not take place. Second, of course, is the fake news bill that we're talking about. This is something, that the government had proposed a long time ago. However, the discussions only happened in the cabinet meeting yesterday in a bid, of course, to curb the spread of fake news, to prevent the spread of fake news. This particular bill here is being brought in. Additionally, of course, apart from that, there are 2 more bills as well that were discussed. All of these bills would eventually be discussed in the cabinet, cleared in the next cabinet meeting next week, and then placed in front of the assembly, which, of course, would probably happen later this year. And we'll really have to wait and see, as far as the opposition now is concerned, how they respond to this.
All right. What is now being said as far as the state government is concerned, that there is still a need for detailed discussion on some of the bills. Now it has been decided that before the next cabinet meeting takes place, concerned ministers will be meeting and discussing and bringing the bills before the cabinet. According to sources, what we are learning, that the draft of the Karnataka crowd control managing crowd at events and venues of mass gathering, where, Neha, what is being said that the bill states, or the draft states, whoever does not obey the orders of the police and violates its provisions or rules shall be punished with imprisonment of a term that may extend to 3 years or with a fine of 5,000 rupees or both.
Well, that's right. Of course, Amita, we've seen earlier as well, the government has formulated a host of bills. But this particular bill now here, of course, making the rules quite stringent, saying that anybody in blatant violation of the police orders there, would, of course, have to face imprisonment for 3 years or a fine of 5,000 rupees. Now, whilst it's quite debatable here, whether many big event organizers, would, of course, blatantly violate the rules and then get away by paying that 5,000 is a question that, could probably come up at a later stage. But, of course, in a bid or in an effort now to ensure that, unruly events do not go unruly, rather, and in a bid to ensure that, crowd control, of course,
we're learning through sources, this is just a draft. There would be detailed discussions that would be taking place. The BJP already coming out with a reaction saying that this is another attempt by the Siddaramaiah Sarkara to deflect responsibility for the stampede that claimed 11 lives.
If deflection, diversion and blame game was a sport, Congress party would win the gold medal for it. Because the manner in which they have deflected, diverted and blamed everyone for the man-made state-sponsored murder of people that took place in Bengaluru in the stampede, it shows that they do not want to take any accountability, any responsibility. In fact, A1 and A2, Siddaramaiah ji and DK Shivkumar have escaped from all kinds of accountability. And now they are bringing a bill in order to blame the crowds, in order to blame everybody else except themselves. This shows the attitude of Congress. The Congress party should explain that who did the event in Vidhan Sauda. Why was it done when the police had clearly said that they feared that the crowds would be too much in number? Who was inviting everybody to come at Vidhan Sauda? There was no permission for the Chinnaswamy Stadium event, yet the Deputy Chief Minister was there. The Deputy Chief Minister was holding the trophy, holding the flag, kissing the trophy. Who was patronizing such events in such a hurry, even when the police was saying that they were not comfortable organizing it? Now the question is that what about the accountability of the political leadership whose credit and photo op politics led to the man-made state-sponsored hatya or murder of people?
So the BJP are accusing the Siddaramaiah government of Karnataka of deflecting any take on the responsibility which led to the stampede in earlier this month, as far as claiming 11 lives in Bengaluru. Neha, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. Heading into